So good afternoon. Welcome back to the Las Angeles playing field here in Grenada as we prepare for game 2 in this Spicel T10 fourth version. The teams is already on the field. Saffron strikers. They taking first strike against Clove Challengers. We anticipate once again another interesting game this afternoon as I welcome Rondell.
Yeah, well, we're expecting a really big game. It's a must-win for both teams. They're really down in the doldrums and will want to get themselves some momentum going into this one. They're looking, the Bayleaf Blasters especially, looking to get their first win. They have gotten 1 point, but that's due to a rained-out match, and so they're looking to really get some momentum into their innings.
So we are about to start game 2, and again conditions around Rondell continues to be really brilliant. The sun is shining brightly. Not very hot, but it is sort of condition you'd want to play in. Ideal for cricket.
Yeah, well, the conditions continue to be really good for cricket. The wicket is a good one. We've seen quite a few things happen. We've seen a total of 155. We've seen a total today of 118. And it was well defended. So there's just enough for everyone on this wicket at this time.
Yeah, we saw early on today that the Nutmeg Warriors coming back strongly to take full points in that game against one of the favorites, Cinnamon Pacers.
Yeah, well, the Pacers, they were the leaders up until the end of this first game. And definitely they have nothing to really feel bad about. They just have to regroup, look at what they did well, what they didn't do well, make the adjustment and come back again.
So it was good coming off the defeat yesterday, coming back and win this morning. We are about to see Belfont, and he's going to start from this commentator's booth end, the southern end, the right-handed Anil Matthew. Just about settling. Again, the umpire is probably just waiting on maybe time just to start. The fielders are in positions. Probably just wait, trying to make sure that everything is right. Mid-wicket discussion with both players. But again, a lot of credit have to be given to the curators for the quality of pitches that they would have prepared for the tournament.
Yes, the tournament has really seen some good wickets, enough for everyone. The batters, on the first few days while the wicket is settling, they seem to have enjoyed it. We got some good scores, well in excess of 100. And now you begin to see the bowlers coming in.
So this is wicket to the right that have been mainly used as first deliveries. Nice lifting delivery outside the off stump. Again, Rondell, we see the amount of lift, the amount of pace that these bowlers have been getting off that track. And this one was leaving the right-handed Matthew outside the off stump, going through at a really nice height.
Yeah, if any fast bowler bowling on a wicket like this, you just want to make sure that you get that delivery just around that region, force the batsman to go after you. Don't really want to get too close into the arc of the batters.
So just a bit on the wide side there, and that ball swinging away outside the off stump. Matthew looking for a drive, nowhere close to it. And I was making the point this morning regarding the left arm piece of bowling from the southern end. We are going to get back to it. Another nice lifting delivery with the breeze coming from east and to south. You know, that probably would be ideally the best end for the left-hand bowlers to bowl. With Breeze helping to get the ball to leave the right-handed batter. Likewise, the leg spinner. One would think, and this is one of the things that we do before. You look at both ends. You check where the breeze is blowing, and then you use your ball accordingly. I do believe this is the end the left-hander have to be bowling from. You know, again, we continue to see movement away from right-handed Matthew. Just a matter of getting it on the right length, on the right line. 4 deliveries in the over, bowled so far, and Saffron strikers yet to get off the mark.
Yeah, while I want to agree with you in terms of the end,
Dropped the hit back to the bowler, and probably just, we'll see here, probably just got his hands to it, but not been able to hold it. It goes down to mid-on. We look at, see here. Yeah, just actually going just the top of the fingers there. And the ball went down to mid-on. So Matthews off the mark with a single, not confidently.
yeah, I think the bowler expected it to return to him a bit faster. And so his reaction was just out of timing.
Push into the offside, and good running. They pick up a single at the end of the first over. Saffron strikers, they are 2 without loss.
Yeah, good tight over there from Belfon. Really looking to restrict the Saffron strikers. This is a big game for them, and having a good start will be very, very crucial. And the way the bowlers respond on this track will be important in terms of what target they set themselves to chase. So you see a lot of chattering. You would see a lot of movement out there because they want to get this right, the Bayleaf Blasters. But going back to what you were saying, again, one of the things that you need to look at in terms of the ends of your bowlers is the left-right combination and who bowls at who, because sometimes the matchups, you know, you tend to play the matchups based on the players and their ability. So Belfon being the left-hand pacer who can move it away, you know, you look at the 2 right-handers opening the innings. Ideally, you want to get him from that end so he can do just what he needs to do.
So Keltron Andrews, a young player from the parish of St. Mark's, and he would have shown a lot of promise the last few years. Again, he does have the ability to move the ball around. Right arm. He's coming from the northern end or the road end. Those of you who would have an idea of what Lassages looks like. Again, ball leaving the right hander, getting some bonks there.
I like the approach of young Andrew, but looking at him, I'm just of the view that he needs to give us a bit more momentum in terms of his run up to the wicket, you know, really be a bit more purposeful. He's bowling really using a lot of his strength and not really the rhythm that, you know, most fast bowlers would use to generate the piece that they want.
Yeah, and who comes to mind as you made that point is Jason Holler. One get the impression that you could do a lot more than what you are doing. Just that sense of keen outside the off stump, that sense of casualness. Always give the assurance, give the indication that you could do a lot more. And maybe Andrews probably could get an extra yard or 2. Just need to be more aggressive to the wicket. But does have tremendous talent, and I do believe probably can develop. Yeah, again outside the off stump. The judgment there of Raquel Sylvester probably wasn't the best one. He was coming down, and probably Andrews probably would have seen that. Just pitch it a bit wider. This is what you expect from some of your bowlers, really to use, look at the batsman and be able to work him out. In the air, where does this one goes? High in the air and goes down to the boundary for 6. Again, picked up on the volley and lifted it over long on for 6.
Yeah, this time he got quite close to Sylvester. I thought it was a good ploy by Andrew, just keeping him outside there, asking him to reach for it. This time he came in a lot closer to him, and Sylvester was able to go through the line of that delivery for a maximum.
He's swinging once again, high in the air, and this probably going to clear long off and pick up another maximum.
Yeah, really good outstanding cricket there from Sylvester. Got onto it, front foot coming down to meet that delivery and dispatching it high and hard over the side screen for 6.
So 2 good shots, final 2 deliveries in that over 2 sixes, 14 without loss. Matthews on 1 and Sylvester on 13. 2 good positive shots. You still in the power play, so there's no one back. He was not afraid really to put bat to ball and finish it with 2 tremendous shots.
Yeah, well, in speaking with him, he recognized that he was trying to get underneath the ball a little too much. And so far, he has made the adjustment and made it well.
Well, this one goes high into the air. And just in front of the fielder coming from third man. They're not getting hold of this delivery. And the batsman, Matthew, picking up a single as we begin the third over.
Yeah, I think they ran pretty poorly there. Should have been 2, the length of time that ball stayed in the air. You know, you want to be aggressive in terms of your running. You really want to get some momentum going into your innings. You can't be too casual.
Belfon is his second over.
Really looking to see how Sylvester will match up against Belfon, who is moving the deliveries away from him. We've seen him when the ball is close enough to him, he can be explosive. But when it's going away, he seems to be posing a different challenge.
So we try to give you a rundown of the team as we go through this over. Again, hit high in the air. Where this one goes, and they feel a very good catch taken there at long off. And seemed to be Pascal, as that ball was hit high in the air. Again, Sylvester looking to clear the roofs. And you can see him the body one way and not really getting the sort of power that is required. And there's Pascal coming back there and taking a very good catch.
Tell you what, that's a really outstanding catch. He had to move back. He had to make sure that he kept his eyes on the ball. He had to be aware of where the boundary ropes were. I think he was confident in terms of him coming in inside of the boundary, so he could have, really get himself into that sort of position to take that catch.
Yeah, good catch, Jason. That seemed to be Douglas and not Pascal, but really a good catch. Taken. Saffron strikers losing the first wicket. 15, we are into the third over. Saffron strikers, Jamie Boddy, Kem Charles, Nicoby John, Sheldon Joseph, Rudolph Halen. We've seen him for the first time. Shaban Noel, Javel St. Paul's. Rudolph Halen is actually out. Anil Matthew, the keeper. Shaban Noel. Javel St. Paul, Rickel Sylvester. We have Will Williams and Rishon Williams. So that's Saffron strikers.
The Bayleaf Blasters, they are going in with a team of Dante Alexander, Kelshon Andrew, Nyron Belfon, Wavell Benjamin, Shakim Charles, Dylan Douglas, Micah Narain, Neilon Pascal, Corey Celestine, Richard Rogers, and Handel Stafford.
So the right-handed Kem Charles. Very attacking player. And he's swinging this one. This one goes high into the air. Let's see, goes down to the fielder at mid-on, who picked up an easy catch. And Saffron striker losing another important second wicket.
Yeah, again, the Saffron strikers really, I don't think they seem to have been around from the get-go this morning in terms of understanding that you need to get a piece of the wicket before you can really begin to, explode. And I think Charles having the approach that he can come and beat it from ball one really is not what is needed, because it only serves to put his team under pressure. As we look at it again, the ball just leaving him slightly, and so he's in no position to really get the sort of power that he needs.
Yeah, and we continue to speak about it. The left-arm bowler bowling to the right-hander, the ball actually leaving him, and really no movement. Stood and swing, and with the ball going away from you and you're trying to hit it on the leg side, really didn't get much power into it. Not being in probably the best position to play the shot, and it basically lobbed up at mid-on, where Rogers took an easy catch again. Pretty irresponsible shot. 15 for 2. And Saffron strikers losing the prolific Kem Charles, who have been doing pretty well. Rishan Williams is 15 for 2. Played down to backward point. Good shot. Just past backward point fielder and race, across his turf, and picked up a very important boundary.
Now this is more of what you want. The ball is going across you. You wait on it, find the gap, get an easy boundary. That boundary was so easy because he was in good position. He understood what was happening with the delivery. He stayed on top of it, and really a tremendous shot from him.
Yeah, you're right. It's all about sensible batting, selecting the right shot based on the delivery. And he really played this one well. So he's off the mark with 4. 19 for 2. Push back past the bowler. Easy single. So really it's not about hitting hard and swinging every delivery. But you can play really common sense cricket and end up with a pretty good score. Williams look very good with those 2 deliveries. Second one really in command as he push it back and pick up another single. Driven again, actually through the hands of the bowler, down to the long on boundary for 4. Again, ball pitched up. Again, Belfont, they're having difficulty in picking up the ball coming back to him. And Matthew pick up another 4.
Yeah, I tell you what, this one was hit with much more power than the earlier one, and before he could really get the hands anywhere close to it, it was through him. But really good shot from Anil Matthew. What's important here is that a partnership of some substance needs to be had between these two.
Yes, very important. 24 for 2. Belfont finishing with 2 for 12 in his 2 overs. Good figures.
Yeah, in the game of T10 cricket, you take 2 for 12 any day. It means that you have gone on the 10 runs per over. I mean, this is outstanding.
Yeah, good start for him. And Jules with his 1 over, he went for 12. We see the experience and Neilon Pascal. And he's going to pick up the attack from the northern end or the road end. In over number 4. Sort of quiet period. Short delivery, swung lustily, and that clears the mid-wicket for a really good 6. Good shot by Williams, quickly into position. There was some movement there, and swung lustily over mid-wicket.
All right, Sean Williams seems to be a man on a mission. I think he hasn't really gotten off in the tournament so far. A lot is expected of him, and this is the potential that the Saffron Strikers knows he has, and he has not really brought that. So let's hope today he can bring it.
Another short delivery and hit down to backward point for 4 with all the ease in the world. Bad delivery by Pascal and really given the right treatment.
Yeah, as I was saying, right, Sean Williams, really a man on a mission. You look at it, no man move. That was just beautiful. Beautiful. On the toe, was up tall and just stroking it nicely through the covers. This is something that you have a still camera and you would want to take a picture of that.
Yeah, certainly good shot. What was really evident there in terms of his positioning, he was on top of it, really no danger, and more or less placed it and it raced off the bat, dunked to the boundary for 4. So he quickly moves to 15, and it's 34 for 2, being the 4-2 over Pascal, going for 10 in his first 2 deliveries. Pick up another single.
Matthew just needs to play sensible cricket from here. Similar to maybe what Andrew would have done. You look to rotate the strike, get the informed batter, to really build some momentum.
And that's 2 more runs added to the total. Actually, goes down to the boundary for 4. So another boundary. Matthew, he goes into double figures on 10, 39 for 2. Just an indication of where we are with the point standing. And again, that's just before today's game. We had Cinnamon Pieces at the top with 6 points. So 40. And this partnership so far 25, going at a rate of 10.43. With this guy's slower deliveries there, bowled by Pascal, picked up well by Williams. Matthew rather, and just play down to that wide third man, pick up a single. So that completes the 4th over. The Saffron Strikers, they are 41 for 2.
Yeah, good power play from the Saffron Strikers, though they've lost 2 quick wickets. Their run rate is just about 10. Continue like this and it will get them well in excess of 100. And any added can safely see them maybe up to at least 120, 130.
So 41 for 2. Pascal going for 17 in his first over, unlike Pascal. But again, we see Rishon Williams really coming into his own and playing 2 beautiful shots in that over. The leg spin of Richard Rogers, one of the players that would have done pretty well in the last tournament. Right arm leg spinner. Short delivery, where does this go? Over mid-wicket for 6. Again, well played by Williams. No difficulty. Short to his back and swung it over mid-wicket.
Yeah, short, really not rushing onto him, so he had enough time to really get back and get into good position. The line of the delivery wasn't really one that would force him. It was already badly lined, leg stumpish, and so it was easy for him to just help it along its way.
Not the kind of start Rogers would have been hoping for, but let's see what he does with his second delivery. He's played down to backward point. No chance of a run. 47 for 2.
That one's not Raji. Two more that Raji. One handle.
This tug around to a backward square leg. Not there for the drive, but I think he was just trying to play with the tire to pull it around. It went bouncing down to backward square. And another single to Williams. He's 24. Matthews hitting straight. And that goes down to long on for 4. The fielder coming around could not get across.
Yeah, well, that was a good shot. That really, he got out, reached it, and just hit it powerfully past the stump. Not really wide. You had a wide long on, but he had no chance. Straight enough from Matthew.
Again, he's looking to swing, and this one comes off the edge. And again, he's going to go down to a third man. Fine third man for 4. We see Rogers just putting his hands on his head there, but it wasn't the shot he was trying to play, but 4 runs, he'll be happy to pick up a boundary.
Well, they say fortune favors the brave, and he was brave enough to try to hit it down to the long on mid-wicket boundary. Got a thick outside edge, and it raced away. So anyhow it comes for Matthew, it counts as runs in the name of Anil Matthew.
56 for 2. Matthews again swinging, where it goes down to fielder on the boundary, square leg. And he pick up another single. That rough conclude over number 5. Saffron strikers 57 for 2. And really have been a good over for the Saffron strikers. Some 16 runs have been scored in that over. As Rondell John makes way for Ashley Cummins. Uh, 57 for 2 Saffron strikers. Ashley, good afternoon again.
Good afternoon to you, Crony, and good afternoon to all listeners, wherever you are. As I will say, looking and watching as Saffron strikers move to 57 for 2. So far, they have been going along well.
So Micah Narayan, sporting jersey number 45. Ball is pushed back on the offside. Just a little medium pace. We know that he's the sort of bowler again that get a little movement. Not very fast, but will be the one that will want to just put it in an area and depend on just a little movement. And he's again short delivery. Matthew looking for the big drive, comes off the edge and goes down to a vacant long leg position for 4. He would be happy no matter how the boundary come, but picking up another boundary.
Yes, playing very uncharacteristic there is Matthew. That's not his normal way of batting, but runs have to be scored. He told me yesterday that he needs some runs, and it seemed that today doesn't matter how it comes for him.
61 for 2. Matthew joins Williams on 24. Another short delivery hit over cover. Let's see, there's a fielder on the boundary. And they come back for 2 runs here. And they just get to him for 2 runs. Just a little bit of misunderstanding. but was able to pick up 2 more. So Matthew goes merry along. He's 26. Over number 6. Saffron striker 63 for 2.
Well, Nyron Belfon had 2 for 12 uh, of his 2 overs thus far. Had been the pick of the bowlers in terms of getting wickets, and since then these 2 had really settled in.
Good delivery, Narayan. Bringing it right up, and you see Matthew looking to make room for himself, but he actually followed him, and he just could do more than just come down on it and push it back to him.
A little bit of smart cricket there on the part of Anil, looking to open up, and Narayan just being a little smarter, followed him. And that's what cricket has to be, the mindset, checking the situation of everything.
Yeah, you had to be thinking as a cricketer, and being right up. This one just go to short backward square. We're making a point. You had to be thinking as a cricketer in terms of looking at things and make adjustment. It was good on Narayan's part that he saw him coming. He also realized that he want room where he could swing the bat, and kept it close to him right up. And this is what you need to be doing. As you had to be thinking out your batsman or the person that you are bowling to. And this one again, this was well bowled.
Well bowled.
You know, as he saw him
backing away,
just threw it a bit wider, so it's harder for him to return. It's really, really good thinking by Narayan. He has completed his first over and only went for 6. That at the end of 6 over is 63 for 2 Saffron strikers. So good over by Narayan.
Yeah, they had lost the 2 wickets, and since then these 2 seem to have consolidated with 4 more overs remaining. 62. They can get well past 100. Both batsmen are set now. Anil on 26 and Williams on 24. The partnership what 48 runs just first, going at a rate of 10.56. The new bowler in, Dante Alexander, played for the under-19 team this year.
Yeah, and he is a young medium piece. We haven't seen much of him, but we would have known the sort of cricketer he is, having worked with him, you know, at the under-15 level and also at the under-19 level. So he's going to come in from a commentator's booth end. Short delivery and hit back over the head, bouncing over the head of Alexander.
Not timing it all that well. You can see the batsman showing a bit of frustration there, and he's going to rehearse a shot. But Dante has been, remember, in the kiddie cricket, and he had really good prospect, and then now he has a chance to show off what he can do and has much more to do. And that's a good line outside the off stump.
Yeah, lifting delivery outside the off stump. Matthews looking probably to hit square, maybe somewhere through the covers. Made no contact. But good delivery, Alexander. As we look at him running up, just stuttering a bit as he go. Well, that has always been
his problem.
With that he runs up. Probably just need to build a rhythm, have a better rhythm. You see a few chips, and then he just moved to the left and to the right. And then over again. Matthews swinging wildly outside the off stump. Importantly, his length has been pretty good. Not too full, not too short.
Very good length. Very good length. He had always been bowling at a very good length. Look at his hands in comparison to his legs. This man is a young man and has quite a lot more to go. Somebody just have to well, I should say one of us just have to work with his run up, get him into a good rhythm, and he can be one for the future.
Once again, the link is good. Again, a little bit closer to Matthew. They're not really giving him the room. He get it down to long and pick up a single, but early the first 4 deliveries of his over have been really, the link have been very good and just outside the off stump.
He's getting a little bit of movement, the two crony. Yes, so 2 went away from the batsman, and now this time he get back into Matthew, bowling into the pitch, and he has something to work on.
Pitched up, driven. Tongue to long off. And that they pick up a single. 66 for 2. Really have been a quiet over, just 3 runs with 1 delivery to go. So Alexander would want to really finish strong. Right up, good delivery, is bowled. Superb delivery there. Again, Matthew looking for the drive. And that ball cutting into him, really was in no position. And as we see, just hit the leg stump. Tremendous delivery there, and Saffron striker lose it to the wicket.
Well, the young man he's using his head. He had Matthew with a couple deliveries earlier going across him. He had followed him. This time, well, Matthew trying to give himself some room, and there is a look for no ball. Now he's well landed inside of there. It's a young man, very, very young, looking at it under 15. I never had really heard much no ball had been called of him, and he had always been inside the box. As we see St. Paul makes his way in. 3 wickets down, 66. There's a score, 7 overs gone, 3 overs remaining, and a run rate that had deep a little bit now into 9.43, and I guess they're going to be looking to get 100 plus. But he's going to ask for some hitting with 3 hitting deliveries left. A new batsman in St. Paul, Javel St. Paul. Williams is still there, he's on 26. And the Crony, a lot of action. Sunday, Father's Day, teachers have teachers sports in Grenville. It's quite a lot happening.
Yeah, and it's good to know that there really is a lot of things happening for Father's Day. You tend to think when Mother's Day is coming, there's a lot more happening, but it's good to hear that there's quite a bit of things happening for Father's Day. Back to the cricket, 66 for 3. The left-handed St. Paul, but it has been the end of the over. Again,
Wow.
good delivery, first up by Michael Narayan. The bowling of Dante Alexander. First over, he picked up 1 wicket for 3. And just to go back, that last delivery, he continued to keep it close to the batsman, as we were saying. Looking at Matthew, looking to give himself room. And I thought that he really kept it very close to make it difficult. Push down to a wide mid-on. And they pick up another single.
Yeah, Dante had bowled a relatively good over. He had used his head, he had kept his line, he had kept his cool, he did not try to do anything faster. And when Anil saw him backing away, he just went into him, and Anil was just bowled all over. The young man, he's quite a young man still, and he has quite a lot of way to go. I think just got to work on his run-up, get a better rhythm, and he could be very devastating with the length that he bowls at.
Are we into the 8th over? Ball played down to long off. St. Paul off the mark with a single. 68 for 3. What sort of score you think that Saffron strikers would be looking for? That probably going to make them feel comfortable, actually.
Somewhere about 110, I think, from that position. That's a good slower ball.
Driven straight. Pascal on a long off boundary.
One more.
110. 69 for 3. Just about with 14 deliveries left.
Oh, that's another good delivery. Very good delivery from Micah Narayan.
And what Narayan has been doing, again, not giving room so the batsman could swing, keeping delivery close to St. Paul. And you just have to put the bat down and play it down to mid-on. Again, very good bowling, right up. Just push on the onside to the field at backward square. Picked up an easy single, but again, no free hit has been given. Keeping it very tight as we come to the end of the 8th over. Saffron strikers 71 for 3, and so far it really have been good bowling by Nutmeg Warriors, keeping it very tight.
That is Bayleaf Blasters.
Bayleaf keeping it very tight.
Yes, Narayan completing his 2 overs. He had bowled 2 overs for 11 runs. And the young man Dante is going to bowl the penultimate over. A very crucial over indeed for any team batting first, looking to get a big score, looking to chase. So he's going to bowl again.
This one comes off the edge, down to Todman. Again, Todman in place. Looking for the big shot there was Williams. But having only lost 3 wickets for 72, we into the 9th over. They would want to push on. They would really want to try and pick up as much runs as possible in the last 2 overs.
Well, the pass goes to me now will be very good. Will be dropping as a run rate. Maybe just looking at a 90, 95 runs. So could be challenging for the Blasters. That's another good delivery. Good delivery. Bring it up there. St. Paul just cannot get under it to lift it at all. And the young man continue to plug away, bowling a good, decent length and line and mixing it here. And Cody, you can see that he's enjoying what he's doing.
Yeah, really good line again. The length have been really good, and we can see Williams is looking to make some room, looking to, hit a ball from outside the off, so maybe somewhere over long on. But the length was not there, and it just seemed to still get that delivery to leave the right-handed Williams with good bounce. Firmly driven down to long off, and
That's a good stop.
good stop by Pascal, who had to move quickly to his, Douglas had to move quickly to his right there and made a tumbling stop. That Williams was able to pick up 2 runs.
Connie, I'm very happy, really, really happy, and enthused to see that our young under-19 players are involved in this tournament, and they have been giving a good account of themselves thus far.
Ball hit high and long. Where does this one go? Over long off for 6. Again, picked up on half volley give him some room there and probably just bring this one up a little bit
Just
too
a little
much.
too much.
And we see there Williams really climbing into this one and hit it over long off for a huge 6. And certainly a 6 boundary that is well required at this moment in 81. Just about the completion of the 9th over.
Well, when you make the mistake, you pay the price. He has been bowling a very impeccable line thus far, just on out of the off stump and beating the batsman. This time he just straight away.
Again, pitch up, hit down the long off again, and good stop. Douglas doing some work. They probably hit maybe somewhere on the tie.
Yeah.
But moved around really quickly and able to stop that ball from going over the ropes. Completion of the spell of Dante Alexander. He had 2 overs. He picked up 1 for 14. Really, which is not a bad effort. Good effort. And at the end of 9 overs, Saffron strikers, they are 3 down for 82.
Yes, I think in a game of this high intensity, young man coming in and bowling with 2 overs, economy rate of 7. I think this has been very good on the part of Alexander. So Kelshan Andrew is going to pick up the attack.
So we're going to see the next young player of Kelshan Andrew. He bowled his first over for 12 runs. And he's going to be bowling to the in-form Rishan Williams. He's on 39. And as we go through this over,
partnership of 16 inside the last over.
ball clipped beautifully off the legs and sail over mid-wicket for 6. What a tremendous shot.
What a shot. What a shot for a maximum. You don't go into the pad at this time. Ooh, what a sweet shot.
And this was all about timing. Ball, slanting down the leg side. And again, getting into really nice position and clipped it nicely. Sail over mid-wicket. And pick it up of a boundary. He's moved to 45, 88 for 3. Now Andrews is going around the wicket. Pitched up and driven straight. 1 bounce, dunked it along and fence for 4. A really good shot in the arc. And Williams hitting straight. He didn't try to go across this one, but hit it straight. Pick up another boundary. He raced to 49. 92 for 3.
Well, yes, he had put the pressure on Andrew on the first 2 deliveries, hitting 2 boundaries, and Andrew will have to think. Again, this time he's going to change his angle. Put the pressure on the first 2 deliveries.
So Andrews referred to back over the wicket. Pitched up again and driven with us. This one goes over cover and dunked the ball. Actually cleared the cover area and went for another maximum and brings up a really good 50. It's 50. Takes the score to 55 and the score 98 for 3. So we had some 16 runs in 3 deliveries.
It was a really loved. He loved this one over the extra cover. Beautiful shot. Foot open up and full bat swing coming inside there. Andrew, he had really put Andrew under the pump. 16 runs of the first 3 deliveries. And no bowler would like to be in that situation. Let's see how Andrew will get out of that. Will he go again?
So partnership is 32. Ball pitch up and lifted again. This is going to clear the fence once more. Go over square cover for another 6. So what a over.
Well, he's enjoying that shot. Outside the off stump there. And Andrew had changed his angle. looking for the full Yorker, and he just over pitching there, and it was just in the spot, asking to be hit. And what a shot. Lovely. 20 runs of the over thus far, 104.
So Williams moves to 61.
And the run
And
rate.
we had some 22 runs scored in over, hitting 3 sixes and a 4. And Andrews really is in for some rough treatment in this over. Still has 2 deliveries to bowl. Again, pitch up and lofted with this just one clear long off. Let's see.
And
Yes,
another
clear
6.
long off, another 6.
Bangs
And
him out.
what a over. As we see here that Andrews really is roughly treated, just over pitching once again and giving the right treatment.
Well, he's just shopping and shopping well. He's getting the right set of the goods that he wants, and he's really into it. He's really enjoying it.
So Williams moved to 67, and I think we had 68 today as the highest individual score. So he could possibly pass it with just one delivery to go. But so far, he has played tremendous innings, 67, 25 deliveries. He had 3 fours and 7 sixes. Pitch up lofted. This is bigger than before. Huge 6. This go really far over long on, and what an inning. Tremendous inning. Finishing with 73. They score 116 for 3. And certainly it really has been a big over. 34 runs scored in that over. And certainly Andrews will want to forget that over.
Well,
really have been tremendous striking by Richard Williams.
He has to forget this over. This is one of the biggest over, I think, so far in the tournament. And he will have to go in and forget everything about this over. What a hit. A partnership of 50 with St. Paul only scoring 3.
So the Saffron strikers 116 for 3. Matthews, he went for 27. He faced 22 deliveries. He hit 5 fours. The wicket of Riquel Sylvester, and he only had 13 from some 8 deliveries. Batted for 9 minutes. Charles, he didn't last very long. Just was all to the first delivery phase. But what an inning from Richard Williams, 73. 26 deliveries, 35 minutes, 3 fours and 8 sixes. Really have been a brilliant inning, and he was not out on 73. Javel St. Paul just 3 runs from 3 deliveries. Score 116 for 3. Just to look at the bowling, Belfont 2 overs, had 2 wickets for 12 runs. Andrews had 2 overs, none for 46. Pascal 1 over for 17. Rogers had 1 over for 16. Narayan 2 overs for 11, which was a pretty tight spell. And then you had Alexander, this young player, coming in and bowled 2 overs, picking up 1 for 14. Certainly, Ashley, it's a 116 competitive challenging score. You said 110?
Well, 116 is a good enough challenging total. A run rate of 11.6. It is going to be asking for a lot of hitting. But runs on the board is runs on the board. They have to come out and get it. The bowlers will have to stick to the plan. If they can just bowl a line or something like what Alexander has bowled, I think it could be a very competitive game. But we'll have to see how the Bayleaf Blasters will come out when their run chase begins. A very good inning again from Richard Williams. Magnificent hitting, especially the last over, 34 runs. And I don't think Andrew will want to ever remember this year. But Richard Williams will remember a well-played and entertaining 73 runs.
So Saffron strikers, 116 for 3. What a tremendous inning by Richard Williams, 73. That included 8 sixes and 3 fours. certainly would have put Saffron Strikers in a position again to really fight in score of 116. And certainly it will be, again, an next uphill task. Bayleaf Blasters trying to get 117 for victory. We certainly hope that you enjoy the first half of this game. And we beg you, don't move, stay with us. In just a few moments, we are going to continue the second half. Bayleaf Blasters requiring to get 117 for victory.
T10 Season 4. Feel the heat.
Holding gone, an absolute beauty.
June 8th to June 22nd. Organized by the Grenada Cricket Association. Venue, Lassages Playing Field, St. David. Teams in action. The defending champs, Saffron Strikers, Bayleaf Blasters, Clove Challengers, Cinnamon Pacers, Ginger Generals, and Nutmeg Warriors. 14 days of action.
Everybody can't wait for it to start.
30 matches.
Beautifully placed.
Top local and regional players.
Lovely timing.
One venue. Lassages St. David. Feel the heat. June 8th to June 22nd.
All right, well, we are back for the chase. Saffron strikers racking up 116 for 3. And most of those runs came at the very end of the innings when Ryshawn Williams found form and was particularly brutal. And he finished with 73. That represents the highest individual score, taking over from Shadrach Descartes, who scored 69 this morning in the first game today, actually. And Javel St. Paul finishing on 3 for the Saffron strikers. And as a result of that, we have come to this stage now where the Bayleaf Blasters, still at the bottom of the table, would need to find 117 runs to win. And it was a particularly brutal day for Kelshan Andrew, who went for 46 of his 2 overs and picking up no wickets.
Yeah, well, momentum with Ryshawn Williams. Spent some time at the crease. This is what is important. You saw the partnership between Descartes and Andrew. It steadied the ship, and this is what Ryshawn did. He steadied the ship, the loss of wickets. He just remained out there. He was positive and waited for his time where he could really become brutal.
All right, well, the opening pair is at the wicket, Javel St. Paul and, well, no, actually, it's Wavell Benjamin and Dylan Douglas. The opening pair for the Bayleaf Blasters, and the Bayleaf Blasters will do well to come out here today with a win. Ryshawn Williams has taken the wicket. The appeal goes up. The umpire is not moved just yet. Very first delivery, Ryshawn Williams asking questions. Let's take a look at it, Clyde. Well, the bowler, Ryshawn Williams, and the wicketkeeper was up almost immediately. And the umpire not moved at all. He has not changed his position since. But this is exciting stuff here first up.
Well, Benjamin.
Runs coming now. Wavell Benjamin picking up a boundary.
For a while, Jason, he would have had his heart in his mouth. He was eagerly waiting. And he first opportunity he got to, really latch on to something. I think this will give him some bit of confidence. He was shaky at the first delivery.
Bayleaf Blasters need to blast their way to some sort of form today.
We've seen scores of 120 being chased down, so nothing new. They just need to be positive.
Runs again. Steal a single. This is good positive stuff from the Bayleaf Blasters. They want to keep that up, Clyde.
Yeah, they definitely want.
Can't beat him to get the boundary, but still rotating the strike. These power plays are very important in this game. Generally, the team that comes out on top in the power play would go on to win. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Well, the Blasters, they need a win.
Can't pierce the inner ring. End of the first over. 7 without loss.
Ideally, they may have wanted to be a little bit further up, but what is good is that they haven't lost the wicket. 2 batters with the capabilities that can clear the ropes pretty easily. They're still there.
Well, they had a scare very first delivery. I mean, the way the celebration went up, it was so jubilant. We all thought that first wicket, first ball. But Ryshawn Williams, he has found good form. He just blasted 73 with the bat and came out first over and was putting serious questions to the Bayleaf Blasters.
Yeah, momentum is with him. And as I keep saying, momentum in this game, really is important. You want to get everything working and working smoothly. You know, it helps your team. It helps you to really put yourself in a good position.
Javel St. Paul on the attack. It's a naughty shot. Weaver Benjamin should have known better than to play that stroke at a wide ball outside the off stump.
Yeah, really needed to get closer to that one if he really intended to get the maximum out of it.
It's a wide ball, lifting over the shoulder of the batsman. Weaver Benjamin begging the umpire just to make sure he's getting it right.
St. Paul seem to be working up ahead of steam right now. Coming in pretty sharply.
He's made connection with it. And he clears the boundary. So he middles it. And it goes the full distance. 6 runs, Weaver Benjamin.
Yeah, good shot. Going up into the half of Weaver Benjamin. No invitation. Hitting inside out over cover. 6 runs to him. 6 beautiful looking runs. We'll need a lot more of this, the Bayleaf Blasters.
Not making any connection.
St. Paul just looking to mix up his length. I think this is what he's using as his variation.
Well, he's made connection with this one. Hello, it's going, and it's gone. That's a maximum again, 6 runs. So Weaver Benjamin has turned on the heat here now.
Yeah, Benjamin striking really well, hitting that one on the up. Really good, clean striking from him. He will be enjoying himself. Definitely, I think he understands the importance of Bayleaf Blasters getting something going. And he has taken responsibility.
Javel St. Paul, he still has 2 legal deliveries remaining. He has gone for 13 already in this over. "13 and 4, that's 17. So Javel St. Paul has a target on his chest. And Weaver Benjamin is taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, really good, clean ball striking by Benjamin. I think he's in that mode today, and we saw a similar from Raishon when he came in. He took a few off the Bayleaf Blasters bowlers, and then he settled in and went on to register the highest total. So maybe Benjamin needs to take a page here and really try to help the Bayleaf Blasters to win this encounter.
Tantalizingly close. But, that brings up the end of the second over. 24 for 2. The required 24 without loss, sorry. The required run rate is 11 and a half, just about. And they've gone for a full 12 already. Out in the middle, number 51, Raquel Williams is outside there for the Saffron Strikers. Raquel, are you there with us? He's mic'd up.
Yes, I'm here.
All right,
Raquel
Raquel.
Sylvester.
Raquel Sylvester, sorry.
All right.
Yes, Raquel. I'm looking for you. I can't see. I know you're wearing number 51. Where are you?
Hands up.
Okay.
Yeah. Point.
Sounds like a primary school rhyme. Remember you as primary school teacher, Clyde? Hands up, out, up, down. You remember that?
Yeah, man.
You
yeah.
do children that these days still? Forward, good single. Williams is on to it quickly, but can't prevent the single. You did children that?
Yeah, that's a normal routine just to get the blood flowing, get them, when they're feeling lethargic.
I thought it was to keep them quiet. They did that to us back in the day. I thought it was to keep us quiet.
No, we do it now to get them energized.
Okay. All right, Raquel. Well, you've been part of the conversation indirectly with your hands up, out, up, down. I'm going to come at you in just a second.
No problem. Come on, buddy. Working.
Good connection.
Working.
Played square of the wicket. That's 4.
Yeah, Benjamin. Really in good touch. He's not settled. He's not allowed Ryshawn Williams to settle. Use of the feet. Just trying to make sure that he gets something going for the Bayleaf Blasters.
He's made connection with Ryshawn Williams again. The call is 1. And only 1 there will be. He's picked out the feeler, maybe just a little bit earlier, a little straighter, could have yielded 4 runs. There's a big gap between mid-wicket and square leg and mid-on. Big gaps between those areas.
Oh, no run.
Well, Raquel, you're in the hot seat right there in front of the bat on the inner ring.
Yep.
How's the tournament going for you so far personally?
Well, personally, I didn't get the start that I wanted to in my first set of games. But, I mean...
Well, that's a brutal strike. That's gone the distance. 6 runs. So
Yeah,
Dylan Douglas has joined the party.
Yeah, so, well, today I got an opportunity to bat up the order. And, well, I did get 2 sixes off.
Really.
So, I'm just going to back myself through the tournament and play cricket.
Oh, that's a good approach, Raquel.
Yeah.
More runs again. This time he's gone on the other side. Another 6 runs. Well.
It's working, guys.
Yeah, Raquel, I mean, you guys posted a pretty decent total, 116.
Yeah.
You're defending that. What's it looking like for you guys now? What are you thinking?
Well, I just think that the bowlers just need to tighten up a little bit. I mean, they're chasing, so they're going to go at it. So we just need to bowl the ball in the right areas and get wickets and feel well and avoid the extras.
That's a good plan. Played a lot of your local cricket in these parts, Raquel?
Yeah, well, I play cricket. I basically been playing. I went to play for under 19, Grenada under 19, so I'm basically involved in a lot of cricket lately. Yeah.
Let's hope you find some form. You still got a long way to go. We're looking out for a big score from you at some point.
Yep.
Down the leg side, is this going to go? The chase is on. It goes the distance. And some acrobatics down there over the Dream 11 signboard. It will do good for commercial activity. Let's take a look at it. And we tag that commercial up and over with Dream 11. Yeah, Raquel, I mean, a really good score from Ryshawn Williams. I mean, he blasted 73. He was in good form, wasn't he?
Yeah. He went out there today, he wanted to bat. He went out there with that vibe and he executed as planned. So, I mean, that's what we want from the guys. We want energy. So, when you go out there, you can back yourself and play the game of cricket.
Bayleaf Blasters are 48 without loss. That's a good start, all things considered, from them, Clyde.
Yeah, really, this is the best start I think
Easy,
they've
yeah?
had so far in this year's tournament.
49 without loss, the bulk of the scoring. Wavell Benjamin on 28 from 13 deliveries, and Dylan Douglas is not out on 15.
Easy, yeah? Backing up.
Just one. They're not going to test the arm.
It's working,
Not
guys.
going to test the arms of Williams. He's found good form. Everything he does is like he's doing it right. They're not going to take any chances with him.
It's working, guys. It's working.
Yeah, Raquel, you're there with us, Raquel Sylvester.
Yep. I'm here.
And what's next for you as it relates to cricket after the Dream 11 tournament?
Well, I'll be traveling to St. Vincent on the 25th to represent my country and represent the Windward Islands. Me and 3 others from Grenada. So that's right after the Dream 11 is finished.
Another maximum. Folks at the pavilion here taking evasive actions because, well, Dylan Douglas is probably eyeing a few people outside there. Clyde, he's middling firmly, isn't he?
Yeah, loose delivery from Cyrus and well put away. Douglas staying low, ensuring that, you know, he got the bat swing to be nice and straight. Don't want anything better than that.
Back it up.
Angling down leg.
Easy, well done.
Gonna squeeze her by.
No.
Well done.
58 without loss. At the end of 3. The power play is still in effect. What kind of total you guys think you want to go again after? When is your next game, I should ask, Raquel? You guys play on Sunday?
Yeah.
And who you guys play on Sunday?
I'm not too sure. I think Sunday's game. Last time I checked the schedule, I think it's again Nutmeg, I think.
Yeah, I believe it's Nutmeg because they have, yes, I think it's against Nutmeg Warriors. They had a big win today, so I mean, I know you're going to take it one game at a time, but I'm quite sure you must have seen the kind of form that they were in today in the field in particular.
Yeah. They played hard cricket today. You can see that they backed themselves, and I mean, yeah, so they played hard cricket today, and that's all about the T10, you know. It's a fast-paced game, so you go out there, play games, you try to avoid the errors.
He's bowled him.
Well done, guys.
He's bowled him.
Well done.
They've got their first wicket. 60 for 1. Wavell Benjamin looking to go way over mid-on, head in the air, and he's gone.
Well done.
Leg stump out of the ground. But a good knock from him. It's a very good start for the Bayleaf Blasters, all things considered. You guys feeling happy? 1 wicket down, Raquel?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good boost for us. So now we just have to look to attack the stump. Basically, use more slower balls on this wicket. I mean, using a slower ball and bringing it up in the slot makes no sense. So, slower length balls and force batsmen to go over the top. I mean, the power play is over, so the field has been spreaded. So, let us try to work with the field. We just want the bowlers to work with the field and win this game, come out victorious.
Well, you guys have been the defending champions and you've not been having too much of a very good season, but it's still early days. Things can change.
Yeah.
You'll be the first team to successfully defend the title if you get to that. You guys spoke about that in the dressing room after or just before every game?
Yeah, we do. I mean, we didn't get the start that we wanted to. We could all see that. So we just have to back ourselves now and try and, I mean, there are a lot of other games to come, so to try to win them.
Turning.
One, yeah?
Runs here, just 1. Yeah, well, Raquel, I mean, we want to wish you guys all the best. I know you've got a lot of work to do outside there. You're in a strategic position.
Yep.
You're out there in mid-on. That's a mid-off. That's a active position anyway. Between mid-off and cover is generally very active. And you're young and agile. You can do that at your age.
Yep.
Oh.
Cut it off, Sempe. Well done. Back him up, back him up, back him up.
Just two. Javid St. Paul outside there, down in the deep. Covering some acreage, getting around nicely. I mean, I know these last few days were very hot, Raquel. What's it like outside there? I mean, I know it must be a stinging.
I mean, well, cricket doesn't play in the rain, so the sun is out there. Just have to go out there with a mindset and don't let it get to your head. So playing in the sun is like nothing. I mean, we get used to it. So that's it.
All right, Raquel, well, have yourself a good afternoon, and we wish you all the best outside there.
Yeah.
Stay on your toes.
I will.
And we wish the Saffron Strikers all the best moving forward in the tournament.
All right, thanks, man.
He's picked that one up nicely. Yes, it's going to go the distance. So Micah Narayan joins the party. And he joins it with a 6.
Bayleaf Blasters, they've really come to the party this afternoon. 70 for 1, first over outside the power play. I mean, this is a good position to be in, chasing 118, 111 somewhere there.
118.
Yeah.
So at the end of 5, the Bayleaf Blasters are 71 for 1 in search of 117. They're still 46 runs adrift with 5 overs to get there.
Yeah, a long way to go.
46 from 30.
46 from 30. Very gettable. I think the Bayleaf Blasters in a position like this will say to themselves, hey guys, we're ahead. We just need to stay ahead, not lose any further wickets. Let's just make sure that we put away the bad balls.
Bayleaf Blasters have put themselves in so many great positions to win games, and then at the very last moment losing their shape. I'm quite sure that must be playing on the back of their minds. Coach Troy George must have had some stern conversations just before the batsmen going out.
Yeah, being at the bottom of the table, you really have to encourage the guys. You have to, be that stern person to let them know, hey guys, you can't come back here without a win. Gotta stay out there and do it. And so far, they've been doing well, the Bayleaf Blasters.
Wide delivery. Bayleaf Blasters after today. Their next match is against the Nutmeg Warriors. Angling down the leg side. They play Nutmeg Warriors tomorrow, actually. And then the Clove Challengers and the Ginger Generals will play tomorrow as well.
Very interesting day tomorrow. You will have a mid-table clash. The Bayleaf Blasters, once they proceed to winning, getting some momentum, meeting the top of the table. Nutmeg Warriors.
Surely he's going to be penalized again. So the numbers going down, but the deliveries remain the same. It's now 44 from 30. We started the over with them requiring 46. The score moves up to 73 for 1.
Yeah, Joseph not really.
Oh, well, look at that. Oh, surely that was poor stuff. And what should have been a dot ball turned out to be 4.
Yeah, Sylvester not really in any good position to pick up that ball. Needed to get the body behind it a bit more.
Well, he's generally very safe in the field. He's made good connection with that. That's going to go all the way for 4. Yes, it does. Got into position quickly, Mike and Orion.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Great result for the Bayleaf Blasters. You see him moving, looking to just help it on its way. It's already heading down the leg side. He recognizes Joseph pushing most of his deliveries into him, and that was really well executed.
Well, they can hardly afford to give away runs, these Saffron Strikers, but they're giving away a little too much. Too much unnecessary runs here. 82 for 1.
Yeah, 82 for 1. Good position.
Oh, that is just beautiful.
Douglas. Dylan Douglas. What a shot. He waited. He waited and he was looking for maximum. And he waited just long enough to execute that shot perfectly.
$88 for 1. 1 delivery remaining in the 6th over. 29 required now from 25. Bayleaf Blasters have placed themselves in a commanding position. The current run rate now 15 and a little bit. $88 for 1. 29 required from 24. This is going to be some interesting stuff here. 29 required from 24. The Bayleaf Blasters are 88 for 1 in search of 117. A lot of thinking here to do now for the captain, Darrell Cyrus. He's going to bring Kem Charles into the attack. Kem Charles is going to come from the riverbank end. Or Noel, that is. Looks like Noel, yes. So it's Shaba Noel with number 9 on his back. Shaba Noel is going to come from the riverbank end. umpire took just a little while longer, making sure that he was correct in his decision. He thought about it and then signal a wide, but more importantly, the score goes down. Well, the score goes up and the required goes down. Good comeback. Shabba is known to generate a little pace. Rafael Crony, welcome back to the chair.
Yeah, obviously looking to you come off a little quicker than you expect off the wicket.
He's made good connection, and that has gone the full distance. 6 runs. So Shabba Noel has been dispatched, and Micah Narayan is on the move.
Yeah, good shot ball, pitched up in the arc, and Narayan hitting straight over mid-off for 6. Really have been, a good reply, very strong reply here.
Again, just beating the outside edge.
It's a little bit on the wide side there, and Narayan probably looking to hit it square. But really have been a strong, very strong reply.
A shout of catch, he's not going to catch. There's a race taking place down in the deep, and the ball wins the race. So that's 4 more. The Bayleaf Blasters are blasting their way to a victory here. Now 18 required, 18 runs to win. The Bayleaf Blasters have batted themselves into a dominant position in this one, Rafael.
Yeah, well played, over pitch delivery. Narayan coming forward and hit it over cover. Safe shot, and picking up another boundary. So he has moved quickly to 27. Run rate 14.49, partnership 39. So these Bayleaf Blasters batsmen have been very aggressive in this inning.
He's looking to go square the wicket, but they're going to steal a single. End of the over. And the Bayleaf Blasters are in a really good position here. 100 up, even 100, 100 for 1. Mike and Orion on 28, and Dylan Douglas, who was particularly brutal early up, is on 34. 17 runs to win.
Yeah,
And
good batting by
18 balls.
by both batters. 100 for 1 with 3 overs to go. One would think that there's loads of time to get the required runs. I think it has been Narayan came in there and really have been playing a masterful inning. Not afraid to strike the ball. And just to look at his batting already, he's has hit 2 maximum and 3 fours. So Bayleaf Blasters will be feeling the more confident team, requiring just 17 from 18 deliveries. Well, we haven't seen Javel St. Paul much, Jason. In the matches we play, we haven't seen him bowling too much. But we're going to see him pick up the attack. Not sure if he's fully well in terms of his bowling, but he was one of the main bowlers in the last tournament.
His first over has gone for 17, if that's an indication of what he has been up against today. Wow. Well, that's gone. 6 runs over the head of Ryshawn Williams. 6 runs. Mike Narayan is a man on a mission.
Yeah, Narayan continued to play a masterful inning. Ball pitched up, over pitch, and you could see him getting a little bit closer to this one and lifted it over long on. And again, he's really batting confidently, putting away the bad deliveries.
11 runs to win. He's gone with him again. He's gone with him again. This has gone. So Micah Narayan means business. And the Bayleaf Blasters Just crashed it into the boundary. 1 bounce 4.
Yeah, over pitch again, and he had the room to swing through the line there, and just hitting it. Just 1 bounce, it goes over the rope. But again, another positive shot.
7 runs to win. Micah Narine. Remember his name because he's in the mood for more. 114 for 1. 3 runs to win and a whole lot of deliveries remaining. We could see the end of it in this over.
Yep, after being hit straight for 2 deliveries, St. Paul is just dropping this one a little shorter. Narine was quickly into his wicket and pull it over square leg. And again, it raced down to the boundary for 4. So we had 3 really good shots played in this over. St. Paul not starting very well in the second over, being hit for 3 fours.
Just 1. He's going to allow Dylan Douglas to have a go at it. Micah Narine has moved on to 44. Or is he still on 43? 115 for 1. 2 runs required to win, 1 to tie. Well, it's going to go all the way, is it? Yes, it does. Some sloppy fielding outside there, going through the legs of the fielder. And he should have held on to it. Of course he should have. But Sheldon Joseph being the culprit there and firmly struck. That's the win for the Bayleaf Blasters. And they will take it however it comes, Rafael Crony.
Oh yeah, convincing victory by Bayleaf Blasters. I thought the top half of the batting, they really batted well. Douglas, who ended on 38, only faced 15 deliveries. And the batting of Micah Narine, 43, make it a 43 from some 17 deliveries. Actually just took it away. And certainly they would have run away with that victory and really win with some over 2 overs to spare, 2 over and 1 delivery to go. They would have won convincingly.
Of course they would have. The bowlers have been punished a lot. Javel St. Paul, they were particularly brutal to him. His 1 over and 5 deliveries went for 36 runs. No wickets in his column. The only wicket column was occupied by Ruel Williams, who bowled 1 for 11, picking up 1. The wicket of Weevil Benjamin for 29. But apart from that, the top order of the Bayleaf Blasters, they clicked today and they picked up the win. So that's some good cricket from the Bayleaf Blasters. They've done pretty well. Picking up a win here, a much needed win for them.
Yeah, I agree with you that they really clicked today. And they batted very well. Actually, they bowled well in that they had Saffron strikers under tremendous pressure when they started the bat, in that they wasn't really scoring quickly. But then came Rishon Williams with the final over, and he got 34 in that over, and that really brought the score up to something that is, could have been competitive. But we saw the batting of Bayleaf Blasters today. They really came out and batted well. All the players did well. We had Micah Narine. It's probably one of the better innings I've seen him played for quite a while. And that 43 runs was scored in very, very quick time, some 17 deliveries. We also had a good inning by Weevil Benjamin, 29. They really strike the ball really well and came out on top in this one in a big way.
All right, well, let's look ahead quickly to tomorrow, because the action will continue tomorrow. And 2 games tomorrow. Game number 1 will feature the Nutmeg Warriors and the Bayleaf Blasters. The Bayleaf Blasters will be in action again. They had their encounter with the Nutmeg Warriors earlier on in the week, and they were pillaged and plundered by the Warriors, and they would look for some kind of revenge tomorrow. And the Clove Challengers and the Ginger Generals will clash in the second game. So 2 pretty good games tomorrow. I mean, we've had great games all the way through, but because of the rivalry that these 2 teams come up against each other, the Bayleaf Blasters and the Nutmeg Warriors, that's going to be a personal battle tomorrow against each other.
Yeah, very important games. When you look at the points, and you realize that most of the teams they're almost there and there, about 5 points 5 and 6. The points are very close. We saw today that Cinnamon Pacers lost a game which we expected them to win. We saw yesterday Nutmeg Warriors again going down. And these are some of the teams that we look at the top. But when we look at really the points, and it begins to get very even. Difficult to call from now which one we expect to come through at the top. Although one will think that Cinnamon Peters have a very good chance in terms of the balance of the team. But again, we just does not know. Team could come on the day and really perform well, like we would have seen today with Bayleaf Blaster. I think they had a very good game. They bowled well and they batted well.
All right, well, tomorrow is another day. That brings up the end of the day's activities for us here. It's just around 15 minutes before 5 o'clock local time. And we're getting ready for the presentation ceremony. It looks like Kerry is down there. Kerry, we're going to pass it on to you, and then you're going to take it all the way to the end, my friend. All right, well, we're trying to make some connection down on the ground with Kerry. We're seeing him, of course. He's there with the administrative assistant for the Grenada Cricket Association. We're waiting on him to come and be up and have this presentation. The Man of the Match award would come, and then, of course, he's going to be chatting with both captains. And we'll wait to see. We're waiting on Kerry, as we said. And Rafael, but all in all, I mean, the tournament has been going pretty well so far. I mean, we're just nearing a week. Tomorrow's 8 days since the start of the tournament. And we've had a good few days of cricket, save and except one day that was rained out totally.
Yeah, we had the tournament has been very good so far, and one of the things that have been outstanding to me is what is happening out in the middle in regards to the pitches. The pitches have played tremendously well. I think right through the week, all the games, the wicket played well. Even the day we had a lot of rain, there was no sea pitch. The wicket was in really perfect condition, and it's all made for good cricket.
All right, well, we are going to head on down now. I think Kerry is ready for us. Our producers will give us the signal. So, Kerry, are you hearing us?
Yeah, and the conditions continue to remain really, really good. We have been, despite the day that was rain out, but I mean the weather has been really good. We certainly have seen some really good cricket.
All right, well, Kerry's hearing us now. I think his stuff is sorted out. So, Kerry, we're going to send it over to you, and then you're going to put a wrap on things for the day today.
All right, thank you very much, Jason, and welcome to the post-match ceremony for match number 14 between the Bayleaf Blasters and the Saffron Strikers. Victory for the Bayleaf Blasters, their first victory in the tournament, must be a good feeling to get one in the win column. First of all, we're going to have the presentation of the player of the match, and today's player of the match is the standing captain for Bayleaf Blasters, Mike Anarin, and he would receive his award from the administrative officer in the Grenada Cricket Association. Micah, it has been a long time coming, but Bayleaf Blasters finally are winning the one in the win column. The guys must be happy with their performance today.
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank the Almighty for bringing us here safe, and I think the camp is very happy. We have a good team. We just have to click. Everybody played well, and I think we will be a team to be undefeated in the rest of the games to come.
We see you have done quite a few things differently today in terms of the bowling and new bowling, opening bowling pair. They would have delivered for you and picking up early wickets.
Well, I think Neil and Pascal helped me along the way because he's one of the senior players. And I think two of us work hand in hand. And I think the way we did things out there, it worked out well for us today.
We know you guys are one of the more veteran teams in the tournament in terms of the players, but the youngsters really, Kelch and Andrew, you'd have been quite special today with the ball.
Well, Keshan had a very good first over, but in the last over he got 30 yard. But that is part of cricket. He had to hold his head high. I think the score was decent for our batters. I think we batters did what we wanted, go there and score runs, and I think we are all happy right now.
You would have done well with the bat, but also Wavell Benjamin, he seems to be getting into his best in the tournament. Must be happy with having Wavell giving you guys off to a good start.
Yes, in the T10, as long as you get a good staff, especially in the power play, the players to come and play comfortable and just keep the momentum going. I think that's what I done, and I just come in and just play the way I does.
All right, so we want to wish you guys all the best. Congrats for this match and wish you guys the rest in the tournament. And looking forward to seeing more good cricket from the Bayleaf Blasters.
Thank you.
All right, so words with the captain of the Saffron Strikers. Cyrus, another match not going the way Saffron Strikers wanted. Decent total on the board, but your bowlers were not able to restrict the team on that at 117.
Yeah, definitely another match that it was a poor showing by the boys, but at the end of the day, kudos to Bayleaf, in chasing the runs in less than 10 overs.
One of the bright spots for you would have been Sean Williams, who would not have had the best of times with the bat so far in the tournament, but really got a good innings out of him today. I'm sure you'll be looking for more of him and more consistency from the other batters.
Yeah, for sure. Sean had opened the batting and he wasn't producing, so the coach went with a strategic change, and I think that worked for the team today with the bat.
You guys, for defending champion in the tournament right now, not close to the bottom of the table. What can you say or do in the next few matches to lift the spirits and to turn around your guys' fortunes?
Well, just a matter of the guys staying together, and 3 wins in the next 3 games, I think we can still qualify mathematically, so it's just a matter of doing that.
All right, well, Cyrus, all the best for the rest of the tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys come good.
All right, thanks.
So that was the views from the captains at the toss. Victory to Bayleaf Blasters by 9 wickets. They're first in the tournament. And again, the cricket action continues tomorrow from 12 p.m. midday here at the Lasages playing field. So come on down to the Lasages. Come over to Lasages to enjoy some top-class T10 cricket where the best of Grenada is on show. So from all of us at the Grenada Cricket Association, it's good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.